Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff. Crew looking to make a strong statement. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the offense out for their first possession. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. We have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the tight end grabs it over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out. He's got some space. Across the 40. Past the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense makes their way on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
1st and 10 play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They got him down out near the 40.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, just right, are you going to see an interception like this?
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try the option play here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
And here's the handoff. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, he just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Heads up. The offense now operating in the red zone. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll give it to the back. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's caught. A quick shovel pass there. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Makes a quick grab. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. So nothing in the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Ball handed to the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Heading left after the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Unleashes the stiff arm. And the returner heads out of bounds. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Tight end goes in motion. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw yet again. He finds the running back in the flat. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Offense ready to start this drive. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second and goal for the offense. He'll hand it off.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he knocks through the PAT. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. bringing pressure. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And it's taken at the 25. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First play of the second half is a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown. Oh. Touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. It'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football for a 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout where they check him out. 1st down at 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now to try here for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quarterback keeps the football. Jukes to get free. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Buckeyes under the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
We'll hand it off. Aiming for the end zone. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. An opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Same tailback, another carry. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him?
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets him a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw again. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Powers through. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. Second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
But they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The completion makes it second and short. To throw, it's Sayan. Short pass finds the tight end. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The offense now up.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. Got space looking for the end zone here. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Dropping back, it's Sayan. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws to the tight end. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board. Now the important point after attempt.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Has caught. Can he get in?
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. When he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You